Hello, and welcome to another very windy midweek message. Now, you could take that one of two ways. Talking of humour, is that a double or double entendre or something? I can't pronounce it. Since I saw some comedian on the telly saying W entendre or something, I can't get the correct word out, the correct pronunciation. But in this coming Sunday's episode, I'm going to be talking about humour then and now. Humour back in the 1960s, 70s, 50s, not further back than that because I wasn't around. What we found funny then, or what we found funny then that we don't find funny now, if you see what I mean. I don't know whether you've heard of Maureen Lipman, Dame Maureen Lipman. Now, she's a comedian, or is it comedienne? I forget now which is male and which is female. Oh, can I say male and female anymore? Or is that bad? She's, I'm reading from a website here. She told the BBC she believed comedians are now so worried about offending that a revolution is taking place. She reckons that comedy is in danger of being wiped out due to fears of being cancelled. This cancelled thing I'm reading here, it was a term first used in the US to describe attempts to block or cancel people or groups with certain viewpoints. So if someone was really politically extreme in one direction or another, then you block them or cancel them. Never quite known what that means, to cancel things. Anyway, she goes on to say it's in the balance whether we will ever be funny again. And I do tend to agree with her. I have to say I do tend to agree with her. Because, I was brought up in the 60s. I was brought up with humour, with comedians and what went on then. And I found that funny in those days. Humour these days, I don't find it's particularly funny. And I'm not alone. I've asked people, do you like the comedians of today? And no. I just sit there, blank face, staring at the screen. It's not funny at all. Whereas back in the 60s, laughed our heads off. What is it? The belly ache, but the sides ache, belly laugh or whatever. So what do you think? Email me, raiserants@protonmail.com, or one word, raiserants@protonmail.com. I'd love to get your, what's that dreadful expression, your take on humour back then and today. Isn't that awful? Where do all these expressions come from? Oh, by the way, I watched, we always at Christmas, we watched 2 or 3 episodes, different versions of A Christmas Carol. And I was watching this one. Oh, it was brilliant. Scrooge is walking along the street. He's left the office. He's going home. And there are 3 gentlemen approach him. They want money. They want him to contribute to help the poor, the needy, the people in the workhouse or whatever. And one of them says to Scrooge, "Good evening, sir. You don't know me." And Scrooge says, "And I've no wish to. Good day to you, sir," and walks off. I thought, that's brilliant. I've no wish to. Next time someone comes to the front door, you get these cold callers. Next time I open the door and someone says, "Hello, I'm not selling anything," I shall say, if I remember, "Good, I'm not buying anything. Good day to you, sir," and shut the door. I don't know. I don't know. It's weird. Humour is a very individual thing, isn't it? I love Monty Python, Tommy Cooper. I don't think I've covered humour before in an episode. I've looked back through all the well over 150 episodes and I can't find one about humour. I'm going to call this one Humour Then and Now. I can't find one. I must have mentioned it in one of my rantings and ravings. I've probably gone off-piste. Can I say that? Off-piste, off-track or whatever, and mentioned humour. There are some things like Morecambe and Wise, absolutely brilliant back in the day, Morecambe and Wise. The trouble is, I have seen the Morecambe and Wise Christmas shows so many times that I think now that, for me at least, is getting a little bit old hat. There again, I love Laurel and Hardy. A lot of people don't. You could say, well, that's even older hat. What's old hat mean anyway? Old hat? I don't know. So I'll have to look that one up. I was going to look something else up, wasn't I, the other day? Oh, Boxing Day. I never did look that up. Where's Boxing Day come from? Charlie Chaplin, I just don't find at all funny. Charlie Chaplin with the funny walk and the umbrella, no, not the cane, the walking stick. I just don't find that funny at all. Now, my wife, Trish, she doesn't find Laurel and Hardy funny. She doesn't like Tommy Cooper or Fawlty Towers. So it really is an individual thing, isn't it? But I just can't well, both of us, we sit watching the comedians of today and we just look at each other. Are we supposed to be laughing now? Was that the joke? It's just not funny for me. Perhaps it's because we're older. I just wonder. Now, listen, you youngsters out there, okay, I know that there are quite a few of you in your teens, 20s, 30s that listen to my episodes. You get back to me and let me know what you think. I suppose if you looked at the old Carry On films, you'd think they were very corny and not at all funny because you didn't grow up with them. I don't know. Anyway, I won't waffle on. I've still got this rotten cold. Can you hear it? I've checked, what's that test called? Not a PR test. Q code. No, it's not a Q code, is it? That's the thing. Oh, dear. Double lateral. A literary flow. Lateral flow, that'll do. I've done that several times and it says negative. So I think this is just a horrible lingering cold. Anyway, there we are. Okay, so email me, raiserants@protonmail.com. Let me know what you think of humour. Some people have said to me, oh, well, the thing is with humour in the 60s, it was all filth and smut, all blue jokes and swearing. No, it wasn't. There were a few comedians, when you saw them live at a theatre, which I didn't, then they would swear a lot, and I didn't like that, to be honest. I don't think you have to use expletives to make a joke funny. The joke is either funny or it isn't. You can have clean jokes that are hilarious, dirty jokes that are hilarious. You don't have to use bad language or be, really, really disgusting. Mind you, some of those can be quite funny. I am waffling on now, and I'm choking myself. I can't speak. Take care. Hope you had a great Christmas. Happy New... When am I... Oh, dear, where are we? Saturday is New Year's Day, isn't it? I will speak to you on Sunday. I will talk to you next year. Take care. Bye-bye for now.